Alright, let's rock and roll to Riverside Park. Now, let's say there's a statue of, I think that will be President Jackson. I'm guessing. Let us find out. Wraith Rock is right here on the edge of the path. And there's the statue of Andrew Jackson. The monument to Andrew Jackson is life-size bronze statue. The plaque at the foot of the statue reads, President Andrew Jackson, 1767 to 1845, dedicated to the daughters of Old America, Richview Chapter 19... Oh, dedicated by the daughters of Old America, Richview Chapter 19... sorry, not 19, 147, July 4th, 1967. The statue is facing north towards Wraith Rock. And here's Wraith Rock. Oh my god! That is creepy. Wraith Rock is about 3 feet tall and 6 feet wide. The west side of the stone resembles a ghostly face. This rock has been here since the founding of Richview. My dad says the name comes from its spooky shape. Wraith means ghost. I would never have known that if you had not told me, Jack. Let us look at the evidence. Treasure map, blah 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 blah. Yeah, we read that. Blah 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 blah. Has any of these got something else to say? Yeah. What about this? No. This? Nah. Alright, let's just see what our facts are and see what we got. The map says the treasure is buried near President Jackson's namesake. President Jackson's namesake. Because we can't... In a way, we can't trust that because... Yeah, how do I put this? Because at the time that it existed, I don't think... Well, the statue obviously wasn't there because that wasn't there till 1967. But I guess the park... No, it's not even called Jackson's Park. President Jackson. Oh, what did they say about President Jackson? His name was Old Hickory. It's the tree. It's the tree. So, let's find out where the tree is. Oh, and I have email. Joys. Alright, here we are. The lone tree is an Old Hickory tree. It was planted in Richview in the early 1800s, before the Civil War. Score. For some reason I just did not make the connection. But, oh well. Let's go with that. Those are the clues we needed. Now choose the site where you think Colonel Blue buried his treasure. Lone Tree. You're right. The treasure is buried near Lone Tree, and probably everyone else made that connection before I did. but yeah. I don't know. I can't make any excuse for me not getting that before now. But, let's keep going. Let's check the evidence. The treasure map says Colonel Bo Blue made 4 possible sites for the buried treasure, but said the loot was buried near President Jackson's namesake. Wraith Rock is in Riverside Park, and my speaking's gone to crap again. Pardon me. Was one of the landmarks on the map, and it was near the statue of Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson was president before the Civil War, but the statue of him in Riverside Park wasn't there till 1967. Colonel Blue wouldn't have known it would be there. At the library, we learned that President Andrew Jackson was the president before Civil War, so Colonel Blue could have known about him. We also read that President Jackson's nickname was Old Hickory. Colonel Blue would have known that too. The tree called Lone Tree up by Buccaneer Beach is a hickory tree. The founders of Riverview planted there many years ago before Colonel Blue arrived. Colonel Blue buried his treasure underneath that old hickory tree. Yikes. Alright. The Richview Courier wrote an article on Resulka's treasure find. I'll stick it in our scrapbook. We made the papers. Good going, Resulka. Cool. A real Civil War treasure, and Resulka found it. Let's check out that article. Kids tell parents bedtime. Why are these all on Monday, September 14th? I just noticed that. Like last night, I was like, "Hey, 2 days after my birthday," and I'm like, "Is it? It's still 2 days after my birthday. That's a bit weird." I doubt the entire game happens on one day, because that would just be ridiculous. Young detective. Oh, whoops. I'll go back into Adventure Eyes. We're going into the scrapbook, which we're going to see a lot of things that we've already seen. Yeah, they all September 14th. It's probably just there so people don't realize that that the date isn't changing. Oh, come on, hurry up. I just want to get to the most recent one. Hurry up. As you can see, we've done a lot of cases, so there's a lot to get through. Oh, hurry up. Alright, we're getting closer. Getting very closer. Ah, yes, that was the last one we did. Here we go. Young detectives uncover Civil War treasure. A fortune in gold was found today by digging teams led to the site by Resulka of the Eagle Eye Detective Agency. Resulka deciphered the map that led us to the historic find, beamed Mrs. Arnold. Resulka's historical know-how led to the young investigators at the treasure site at Buccaneers Beach. Resulka realized that the cryptic words President Jackson's namesake referred to his nickname, Old Hickory, and must have meant that the treasure was buried underneath the old hickory tree we called Lone Tree. There was one more treasure in the strongbox, says Mrs. Arnold. It was a note from Colonel Beaubleu, and it said, "If my nation cannot have this gold, then her enemies never shall." Resulka and Jake didn't just find the gold, they found the true personality of Beaubleu lost for 100 years, and proved he was not a thief. That was the greatest detective work of all. Okay, great. Let's start our next case. Doo-doo-doo. Ah, the case of the questionable quiz. Alright, Jake, what are you playing today, Jake? You playing something today, Jake? Yes, you're playing something. No doubt losing horribly. Hi, Nancy. How you doing, Nancy? Jake, could you and Resulka go see Mr. Minas at the school? He thinks someone broke into the school computer and sneaked a peek at Monday's math quiz. Sure, Nancy, we'll go right over. That was very quick. Alright. Sorry, Jake, you're not coming this time. I'm going with Jennifer. I like her better than you. Alright. School. To the school. Oh, Mr. Minas, you've got the best beard ever. And in a weird way, you look like my father back in the time that I have this game. There's Mr. Minas and the school computer. Maybe he can help us narrow down a list of suspects. Yes, he actually does look like my father back when I first played this game in 1992. Oh well. Thanks for coming, you two. I need to find out if someone has looked at Monday's math quiz. I typed it in yesterday and stored it as a file in the school computer. The computer keeps track of the last time the file was looked at. Someone looked at it last night at 5:21. I'm pretty sure I left here at 5 o'clock sharp. I protected the computer with this program called Deadbolt. It's always worked well. Unfortunately, I let the password slip to a few students yesterday evening. The old password was Marathon. I didn't change it till this morning. Uh-oh. Who knew the password to the computer? I told it to Cheryl Haynes so that she could print out a copy of last week's homework. But Dave Grant and Troy Nugent was also in the room. Dave Grant was the culprit! Oh, at least that's what I'm thinking. Because he seems to be part of Moriarty's group. Oh, anyway, I'm going to cut the video now because we're running out of time, and I'll see you soon. Bye!